Population growth is important. Population growth is important for human. It has been a topic of discussion for many population scientists and population biologists in the past century. There have been population booms, population busts, population crashes, and population collapses throughout history. This article discusses some of the reasons why population growth is important. Why do we need population growth? We often think of population growth as a problem, but in fact, the world must continue to grow and thrive. We need additional people so there are enough workers to keep our economy going strong while we also have young children who will make up new versions of society tomorrow. Our planet must maintain its cycle through endless generations. Although population growth is a natural process, it can also be seen as an economic necessity. More people means more consumers and, in turn, higher profits for many corporations. It's easy to see the correlation between high corporate profit margins and large populations of consumers rather than individuals who are highly educated but may not have much money at their disposal, thus won't buy things like cars or computers with such frequency. The bottom line is that if you want your company to survive on Earth, then boosting our global human population will help achieve this goal because there always needs to be someone buying what we make. Population growth is important for countries. It is easy to see how population growth can be vital for countries. It's not uncommon that when fewer people are, the country's economy suffers because it lacks a workforce and consumer base. Without enough workers available in an area or lack of consumers to buy goods, some businesses will struggle tremendously, and others may even fail from all the lost revenue they've been getting due to their depleted customer list. Population growth is essential as it creates a larger workforce, more people to contribute money for the country through taxes, and provides better opportunities in entrepreneurship. Population growth is important for developed countries. One of the essential things in a developed country is population growth. Research shows that an increase in immigration and fertility rates can lead to economic benefits for developing countries, as well as increased GDP per capita. In order for countries to continue economic growth, there needs to be a certain amount of people living in those countries. The population is significant because it determines how many more jobs are available and the number of consumers that will support businesses. Population size affects both the economy's ability to grow as well as its stability from an employment standpoint. Population growth is important for developing countries. The population growth in developing countries is an important cause of concern. With the world's growing population, there are more people to provide for and a greater demand on resources such as water and food sources. However, this also creates opportunities through economic development that can eventually lead to reduced poverty levels around the globe. The exponential increase in human populations has been both good news and bad news across developing nations all over our planet Earth. On the one hand, it means we have so many new job creators who create jobs with their purchases for those without them, but at its current rate will be detrimental because not enough trees or other natural resources exist to support the number of months required by nature when you consider how much energy humans consume every day just trying to survive against hunger each. Population growth is important for the environment. Global population growth is important for the environment and has been a topic of many debates. Some believe that as our planet's resources become more scarce, it will be necessary to increase food production by expanding into new territories such as Africa or South America, while others insist that this would only create even more significant problems with global warming due to deforestation from increased farming activities in these areas. Global population growth poses one of humanity's most significant challenges today. How can we sustainably feed all 7 billion people on Earth? This issue is not just about providing for everyone but also finding enough water and energy sources to do so, otherwise, there could soon come an ecological disaster that no amount of human ingenuity may fix, as seen during past famines. Population growth is important for ecosystem. As the population in an area grows, its ecosystem is able to support more people. Population growth has many benefits for our environment and ecosystems because as it increases, there are higher chances that food sources will be available and sustainability can exist. Population growth is important for business. People are the best resource. Businesses should always be looking for ways to grow their customer base and increase efficiency, but this can only happen if there is a large enough population available in an area or region of interest. One way that businesses accomplish growth is by creating jobs that will hopefully attract people into the community from surrounding areas with higher costs of living or more difficult climates to live in, such as extreme humidity levels, cold winters, or hot summers, hurricanes/typhoons, etc. The growth of a population sparks business opportunities and innovation. The more people there are to buy products from, and the higher demand will be in that area, which is suitable for businesses who need to sell their goods as well. Population growth is important. Population growth is important for the economy. The number of people on the planet has been steadily increasing for years, and this is important to keep in mind when discussing economic programs. The importance of population growth cannot be overstated, considering that every person who enters our society brings with them a new way to contribute, which benefits us all. If population growth were to stop, the economy would come crashing down. Without new members of society entering into the workforce and supporting themselves through jobs and other means, there would be no one left in this country that could afford anything or get money for production. In order to keep up with demand as well as sustain a healthy lifestyle, we need more people, more babies. Population growth is important for defense. The more people, the greater chance you have of having a soldier to defend your borders. The military has long been an industry dedicated to population growth. Some populations are more important than others when it comes to national defense, and new research indicates that they might be the ones who grow each year, not just militaries in general. Population growth is vital for national defense because it makes a country more difficult to conquer. The larger the population, the better chance they have of resisting an occupation force that tries to take control over their land.